Hi all, welcome to this Team of the Year Upgrade SBCs breakdown, how to kind of explain it all step by step, the easiest ways to kind of grind through them, how to kind of buy them up and all that kind of info. So you're welcome to tune into this, it'd be much appreciated. Sub to the channel if you are new, follow me on Twitter at @GIsALegend. All the links are down below for posting channel and social media links as always. Comment down below if you're going to do any of the upgrade SBCs yourself and how you plan to go about them yourself. Like, are you focusing heavily on the Premier League or the Bundesliga, or are you trying to be heavy on Serie A's or La Liga or even Mbappe? But realistically, the way you do it when you're trying to do the common ones for the free league players, you rinse league by league by league. So you try and work through what you have in your club. At the moment I'm quite bare, simply because I've been trying to do some SBCs, but also because I don't open packs. That is pretty much the whole team of the year, and once all are in packs. But what you do is, when you're trying to do, every formation I've now noticed is 4-4-2. So what you do is you start off rinsing, depending how your club is. If you have a high supply of common golds, my best advice to you is tackle the free player pack ones first. Now the reason why I'm saying that, or the rares, you can go either or, but I would preferably say that if you're going to go and rinse hard on upgrade packs, tackle through the common golds first, so that when you do onto the rares, they should be able to be found not just easier, but you're also able to kind of just focus, you're able to separate the difference. The other way that you can do that as well is by tackling by value of gold, high to low. So what you can do is, when you're rinsing the players into the upgrades, when you're doing squad builder, if you're doing league by league by league that I'm kind of trying to show you here, what you do is, when you go to squad builder, you would press left, you depending when you load it up, if it's a start a new squad or use squad builder. When you do use squad builder, you go gold, you press right trigger or right 2 depending on which console you are, and from there what you do is just set your filter to the value for value highest to low. What you'll find is it should give you the high rares first, obviously, but be wary, because if you have got 80, say 1+ rares in your club, so like say a base Ronaldo or a base Mbappe, they will be found. So you've got to factor that in as well. So when you're trying to go quick recycling, that you're not too quick by league, because you might accidentally give up a player worth a bit of coins. That is why the reason why I like to do the individual addition of each player. It just allows me to know what I'm adding in freely, and it alleviates any errors in my kind of like recycling, as it were. When it comes to actual squad builder element though, if my best advice for you is, when you're buying from scratch, what you want to then do is rely on newest. So if you've been buying up rares, if you've bought 100 rares or 1,000 rares or 10,000 rares, depending how heavy you plan to go on them, then you just set the filter to newest, and it will find the goalie, the 4 defenders, 4 midfielders, 4 the 2 strikers, depending how you set, depending where you're tackling. If you've just went, say, all the 75s, 76s, 78s, 78s, 79s, 80s, when you're tackling this in general, you want to focus 75s to 81s. I generally say 81s, that they only use up 81s if you have no other use for them, if you can't find an SBC for them. Usually there is another SBC that you can always put them in, but only put 81s in if you are really, really struggling. That's my personal opinion. So like, what I'm trying to do in the background is I've went Prem, and then I thought, let's tackle other leagues that kind of work. And sometimes you might have to play about with them, and you say, oh, I'll go and put players in all the rares themselves. When you're trying to buy them in general, gold rares set your max price. Usually it's around about 900 coins. I set it to 800, 900 coins is usually what my max price is. I will generally see what they are. Sometimes it might be over 1,000. It's no big deal, and I will just mass bid. I will bid my 50, try and get the 50 in nice and quick. So the reason why, in the example I'm also showing just now with the premium Bundesliga upgrade, I thought I might as well put them all in just as an example. It meant I had some of my loans and also some players I wouldn't have as well. I'm quite glad the loans actually came in, because sometimes that is why when you've got individual players popping up, you'd be like, oh, I'm throwing a Haaland in or a Ramos. You're like, oh, I better not throw that in, because I'd be like, could be losing a fortune here. You only, even people that would throw them in, like, you don't need to. But like for me just now, I'm not submitting any of them, because the players themselves I will be doing for my own SBCs, namely the advanced. I'm not touching any of the league upgrade SBCs just now. But when it comes to my full recycling, once all are in packs, if my advice to you, if you're going to open these, is try and open them when they're all in packs. But you can always adjust the advanced filters to how you require them. If you need them to be for value, if it's the common ones, you just do value, usually lowest to highest, and then you go from there. But like my best advice is just do it gold, common, tackle league by league. Once your club of the common gold, move to the rares and do the same process. That is the way I like to do it. It's just so smooth, so easy. And like, yes, you'll sometimes maybe the odd squad that's like a mix of leagues, because of sometimes, depending how you're doing it, you might end up with one player from Belgium, but you've got 4 from the Bundesliga and 3 from Turkey, or 2 from like the MLS. But you'll always find, if you suss it out properly with the positions and the formation, you'll always be able to put like a right back at right mid if it's the same leagues, because you'll get 5 chem at right back for a right mid. The right back will get the chem as well, and then same with like the left, like centre backs. You can play if as long as if you've got say 3 centre backs from the same league, put one in net, put the 2 main in it, goalkeeper, 1 at goalkeeper and the main 2 in. You'll find right away you're sorted. So what I thought I'd do as well is show the team of the year squad in general, and when you look at it, you've got 4 for Bayern, you have 2 for Liverpool, 2 for the Manchester club, 1 for Man City and Man United, 1 for PSG, 1 for La Liga in the form of Sergio Ramos, and 1 for Juventus or Piemonte Calcio in the form of Ronaldo. Best advice is just focus on Prem and Bundesliga, because obviously you've got 4 and 4 and 3 elsewhere. The 12th man, depending who it is, may factor this as well. We assume it might be La Liga, but that's kind of where I would focus my efforts. Focus on Prem, focus on the Bundesliga, rinse hard, and you will find, hopefully you'll get some reward. Remember as well, for the rares, I will put the numbers into the description as well, just explaining the amount of rares in each league, so just kind of doing the maths as it were as well, so just allows you to kind of know what to expect as well, because I always have to tweet about as well with all the info for upgrades. So hopefully you find this useful, folks. I'll leave an update when it comes to Wednesday's team of the week, so let me know how you're going to go about them. Smash like, always, sub to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you all later.